Welcome to the Week 2 update for the Beleagured League. Let's get right to it. We had 5 Week 2 matchups. Here are the winners. Jayhawk Football Club, Patriots Packers, R More Wins, D Street Mafia, and let's not forget Performance Enhancing Dregs. You're going to hear more about that team in just a minute. Here's where we stand with the ratings from 1 to 10. These things will change over the weeks as they go by, but right now we still have 3 undefeated teams. Our owner profile this week is Dave Levan. Dave's not just old, he's old school. He grew up in a time when real men wore hats. Dave looks good in hats, all kinds of hats. Dave's one of those guys who fiddles with taxes for a local retailer here in town. He has accomplished great things in life so far, like falling in love, getting married, fathering a son. Here's a current photo of Dave with his wife, Leslie. Here's Dave, Leslie, and their son, Tyler, who's all grown up now and just recently got married. Dave likes to hug his family. He also likes to hug his dog. That's Josie. Dave does a lot of stuff, like mission trips all over the world. He's a marathon runner. He plays basketball in the snow. He likes Packer games. And he even likes eating flaming marshmallows. Dave has met the tallest man in the world. He's kissed a moose, and he found Elmo. He's been to the Orient. He's been to the world's largest truck stop. But most of all, he likes living right here in Northwest Arkansas. You know, Dave might be the most interesting man in the world. It's time for our owner awards for week 2. Let's start with a high point winner. That goes to the one who got the most points. This week is Performance Enhancing Dregs, led by Bob DeMoss, with over 131 points. Difference makers were Pittsburgh quarterback Ben Roethlisberger and Minnesota receiver Stephon Diggs. Those two combined for more than 81 points. Boy, that'd be nice to have at 2 positions. No team made a bigger jump from week 1 to week 2 than Dregs Bob, who outperformed his projections by more than 35 points. Maybe you other owners could ask about trading for his backup quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, who scored 55 points on his bench. Next up is the Put Me In Coach Award, which goes to the team with the worst job of leaving the highest scoring players on the bench. That is led by John Dreckney, whose team is Robo Team. They lost to Dregs DeMoss while keeping over 86 points on the bench. He could have made up the 31-point difference and even won high point man with the right quarterback and running back combination. Careful, Robo John. Don't let your bench outscore your starters. Hey, speaking of that, we've got the Blind Squirrel Award. That goes to the luckiest owner of the week, where even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. This week, that squirrel is Patriot Packers, owned by Rod Sanders. He won with his bench outscoring his starters. But hey, that leaves Patriot Rod in the middle of a 4-way tie with a 1-1 record. Who says it's squirrel season in Bentonville? For the final word, I'll leave you with this from former heavyweight Mike Tyson. He says, everyone has a plan till they get punched in the mouth. Every week brings new challenges and an opportunity to get punched in the mouth. Well, that's all for now. Let's see if we can get some of those 0-win teams into the winner's circle for week 3. That's all this week.